Hey Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us. Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We are so happy you joined us for happy hour. We are feeling a little rusty because we obviously recorded our last episode when we were together. RIP.
Oh my gosh, I'm sad now.
I know. But because of that, we had last week off. And then, so it feels like it's been years since we've chatted.
It feels like it's been years, and I've been trying to remember things I want to say about last week because I feel like so much happened when we were together.
It did. And as much as I was happy that we filmed together in person, I almost am like, should we have backstocked an extra episode to also have filmed fresh off? But I think we needed it. You had to probably from your travel also been running on E.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And you had so much going on with company. I feel like everyone was staying with you. You were hosting. You were such a good host. We did the maternity shoot, a million things going on in, what was it, a span of 3 days?
So yeah, I think it was good. I think we needed the week off in the sense of pre-recording. But anyways, we're going to debrief our weekend. We're trying to remember, obviously, if you're a Patreon after party member, you got to see more of the in-depth. I loved all the content because I told Riley this too. It's so fun for us because now we have a keepsake of this weekend or that weekend to look back on because we have the vlog of the maternity shoot, of the baby shower, of our world market trip. Gosh, what else?
We filmed eating breakfast, just random little things.
Yeah, there's more content that we took that is still filtering its way out either to social media or to Patreon. So it is a great time to be a Patreon member. But anyways, we are back for another episode. I'm really excited about this one because it feels so nice to have the subject of spring in the title. I know it's not technically spring, but for my seasonally depressed girls, just the thought of it being around the corner, it really lights it up for me because that means you guys are almost there.
We're almost out of it. I don't look like it's spring over here. I'm bundled up in this huge chunky sweater, but I promise today was, I think, almost 40 degrees, which felt like a heat wave. And it's actually going to be in the 60s here, not too far away. I think end of this week into next week. So we're getting there slowly but surely.
You're getting there. You'll probably have another kind of FU that they love to throw in before it's truly spring.
Yes. But this is fake spring, and then we'll get to real spring later.
Yes. But we want to dedicate this episode to just getting ourselves ready for spring and all that can entail, because sometimes you just need a little something to look forward to, or, you can start early, depending on where you live. Maybe we have some girlies who aren't dealing with winter. When is spring technically? The end of this month.
Oh, the first day of spring is March 21st. And the reason I know that is because it's my dad's birthday.
Oh, so it's the same day every year.
Yeah, technically on the calendar, the first day of spring is March 21st.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we are prepping the Do Crew to really get ready for spring. We're going to blink and it's going to be spring.
Right, exactly. That's not that far away.
Okay, so I'm excited. That's what you can expect from our main segment, but we have a lot to sip and spill about, and I cannot wait. And before that, Rye, what do you have in your cup tonight?
Tonight, I'm drinking a grapefruit Spindrift. I've been on a Spindrift kick recently. It's usually been lemon, but tonight we're going grapefruit, and I love it. It's so refreshing.
I love the grapefruit.
But what about you?
Okay, so I've been waiting to crack open my World Market cup. I have my bunny cup in action.
I'm so annoyed that I didn't use my bunny cup too. It's so cute.
Right. You're so good about this kind of stuff. I thought you for sure were going to have it.
I know. What is wrong with me? Why didn't I think to do that? I did set them out as decor on my coffee bar, and they look so cute.
I was going to say, how do they look?
I'm obsessed, and World Market was it was so much fun. I think about it a lot.
Right. How did they not break on your flight? You crunched your suitcase so hard in the parking garage. I thought they were goners.
cups didn't break, but my suitcase did. It's currently in the garbage, which is fine. I would rather have my glasses intact than my suitcase.
Okay,
that thing has been through it.
I know. I'm really sad though. It's a nice piece of luggage.
It's so nice, but I've had it forever. The brand is Calpac, and I'm definitely going to go that route again for carry-on because like, I can fit so much stuff in that teeny tiny little suitcase. And I think just like that brand really it's it for me.
Well, I guess it depends on when you have travel next, but maybe you can keep your eye out for like a sale. Maybe they're doing a spring sale.
Sometimes I can find Calpac at like Marshall's, TJ Maxx randomly. And like, it's a good brand.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, I feel like it's Calpac, Away, Bays. I feel like those three, I don't know, I'm sure there's more, but those kind of all seem pretty comparable.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sad to hear that.
It's okay. The way that I was stuffing that suitcase, like I actually heard it crack on the garage floor.
I thought it was cups.
You did?
I know. Like you had knees on the thing. I'm like, Rye, are the cups in there? And you were so overstimmed. I was like, you know what? I'll just send her more if they're broken because you were so determined. Yeah,
I feel like every girl can relate to that. Like just putting their whole body weight on their suitcase and zipping it. And I'm so glad because my microphone was in that suitcase. And I was like, well, perfect. Whenever I go through security, they're going to open it up again. I'm going to have to go through this whole process again because that's what they did on the way there. And I didn't get stopped.
Oh,
is that kind of like weird?
They didn't care on the way back, but on the way there, you were a bomb threat.
Right. Like,
it's so
I don't
weird.
understand that.
It's like me and my Celtic. On the way there, I was fine. On the way home, I was a drug dealer. So
what is happening?
I don't know. Okay. So where should we start? Should we debrief our like current past weekends and then like some current pop culture and then reflect on our weekend, like when we were together?
Yeah, that sounds good because I don't have much to say. I had like a pretty boring weekend, but I got a lot of things done around the house that I wanted to do. And so it was productive, but boring. Wanted to say I'm still hitting my goals. I finished my February book on the last day of February, started my March book. My February book was The Last Letter, Rebecca Yarros. I would recommend. The end made me cry.
Yeah,
this new book. I know, but like when you get so invested in a book, like it feels like good, Yeah,
no, you're right.
My new book for March is called, I think it's called The Last Thing He Told Me, or no, Lies He Told Me. I was combining the two titles and it's so good. It's a thriller, which I don't usually read.
Okay, spicing it up.
It really comes out swinging. I'm already hooked. So we'll keep you guys updated.
You have a lot more time this month.
Yeah, this is a longer month.
And, February is those few days, I know it's only technically 2 to 3 days. Why does it feel so dramatically short?
It does. Like February is weird because it's like you're coming off such a long month of January.
Yes.
And it's like you made it to February. And then when it becomes March, it's like, wait, I need a couple more days of February.
Right. Like I wasn't ready to get into March. Like I woke up March 1st and I said, Ryan, this is our last month without a child.
Oh my gosh, stop. That gives me chills.
He goes, or was last month our last? Like, what if I go early?
Now that's even crazier.
Now I said, hold the pumps or whatever. Pump the brake.
Hold the pumps. Hold your pumps.
Hold my breast pumps. Oh my gosh.
Wait, did you mean to say pump the brakes? What were you trying to say?
Pump the brakes. My goodness. You guys, if my vocabulary wasn't rocked enough and then I have this pregnancy brain, I don't even know what's going to come out of my mouth once I'm a mom.
No, you're
right. It's bad. It's bad. Hold the pumps.
Hold the pumps. Well, then it just becomes something we say, like pull my finger.
Pull my finger is now a staple vocabulary.
It is. But tell me about your weekend.
So with that being said, Ryan and I started the process of nesting. So my mom and dad actually came up on Saturday to help.
I didn't know.
Yes, it was. I asked my mom, I'm like, will you come up and help me nest? So they came. Ryan and my dad went to the range because obviously they weren't going to be
cute.
like much help, but we kind of just unpacked everything from the shower and cleaned all of this, like cleaned bottles and pacifiers and like sterilized them all, and then did all of the laundry of like the towels and the clothes and started putting stuff away. And so that was kind of the tedious part. And now it's kind of like finding homes for it and organizing. So that's kind of been the theme of the weekend. We went to a gala event for Ryan's high school.
Oh, yeah.
I was full in my bridal showers or bridal. Oh my gosh, baby shower. I'll say that part later, but I was in my baby shower attire because it was formal, and I'm like, there's just nothing else that's going to fit me, and I didn't want to go get a dress, for one event. So, anyways, we did that.
I just have to say, the dress had to be worn again. It was so stunning and gorgeous. Like the look was everything.
I'm actually linking it in
another round. What?
I'm linking it in my cart for the other.
Oh, good.
Even if it's not a maternity dress, I just thought it would be so cute for someone who's in their bridal era.
Oh, wow. So it's just like stretchy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll link that, give you guys the deets a little bit later. But yeah, that was really it for my weekend. Just a whole lot of nesting.
How did it feel to be doing baby laundry?
Right. It's so cute and little. And I am like kind of laughing because I know once I'm more in the thick of it and there's stains and I'm used to it all, I'm sure I won't be as tender with everything. But now I'm like placing it all perfectly on the hanger. And Ryan's like, you're stretching the neck. Like, like fold it like this. Cause he's real particular about, so I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I guess you're right. I mean, I want them to last as long as they say they are. And I know that comes with how you care for them. But
yeah,
I mean, I would have like a pile of stuff. I'd be like, Mom, is this too much? She's like, no, I mean, it's baby clothes. You can fit so much more per load because everything's so small.
That is like imagining, like holding a little onesie up and like imagining that a little tiny human is going to be in there is like, that has to just be so surreal.
It is, but I'm still waiting for it to hit me. Hasn't.
You still can't believe you're pregnant.
No, I'm still coming to terms. So I don't know. I'll let you guys know when it finally hits me. But anyways, so that was kind of the gist of the weekend. I did want to get your take. Did you watch the Oscars or no?
Oh, so no, I didn't. Well, I watched for a minute and then I was like going upstairs, getting ready for bed. So I turned them off. Yeah. But I today have been seeing a lot of clips because they were obviously last night. We're filming this on Monday. And I just want to say I am so obsessed with Kylie and Timothy. Like she has made him hot.
No.
Don't you think?
Yes, I agree. I don't know what it is, but I just like ship them so hard. And he couldn't be further from like any of her past relationships, but I love them so much. Like I love seeing her in this like soft era, if that's the right word.
Yeah. No, the clips I was seeing, they were like so touchy and lovey. They were like kissing and I can't get enough of it. I just love them together. And I just wanted to say that because I don't even know like what happened at the Oscars. I'm not really super into it, but seeing those clips, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this couple.
I didn't watch a lick of it either, but that was the only, like if you said what's the one thing you could take away from the Oscars on social, it would be Timothy and Kylie.
Like we never saw it coming.
No. And she also looked sick.
Oh, that's the other thing. She looked unreal. I loved her look. I did not like Kimberly's look, her sister.
Wait, I don't think I saw hers. What was it?
It was like a white ball gown. My friend Hannah said it looked like she repurposed her wedding dress from when she married Chris Humphries.
No.
But like it wasn't, I can't put my finger on the look. The ball gown was not all that flattering. It like cut at a weird spot and poofed out. And like she just didn't, it wasn't my favorite look. I did want to say I've been seeing like the fashion in my feed and I am impressed. There were a lot of looks that I really, really liked. Some were a little off the walls for me, but I liked a lot of like the classic looks.
I agree. I'm not sure if Hailey Bieber was at the actual event or like the Vanity Fair, like red carpet that
I'm
like,
not sure.
but she looked insane. I thought Tate McRae looked insane.
Oh,
Olivia
I didn't see
Rodrigo looked insane. They were all just like at this after party. And I think because I engaged in one of the shots of that red carpet, I was seeing that more. I thought Ariana Grande's dress was sickening.
Stunning. The pink, like Glinda, like,
yes, like she's
gorgeous.
Just really owning that era, and I thought it looked great. But I didn't see Kimberly, but she's not never, but she's very hit or miss for me personally.
Why was she there though?
Like, beats me. Maybe she was just at like a PR event, or was she in there?
I don't know.
Maybe she announced?
I don't think so. But yeah, I want you to see her look because I feel like I want to get your take. I just didn't love.
Okay. Yeah. And the Oscars are like movies.
Like actresses, actors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who knows who won, but that doesn't matter.
Who knows?
We just care about the dresses and couples.
Exactly. So should we get into, I want to do a baby shower recap just because it deserves its moment. And it was like, seriously, I can't even describe how perfect of a day it was.
Aww.
So to set the scene, it was on like an outdoor patio. And it was the most gorgeous day. The weather was perfect, not too hot, not too cold. The sun was out and you looked so gorgeous. Like,
thanks, Ray.
I can't even just describe. And then everything was so perfectly put together. The theme was Some Bunnies on the Way. There were like these gorgeous flower bouquets with carrots in the vases. And just like everything was so perfect.
It came together so like beyond, when you just like you have an idea and you're like, oh, like, I thought the venue itself was so beautiful. So I was just like, oh, like I think the bunny theme it's good because it was like on this patio, like within a botanical garden. So it was like very green and nature. So it worked out really well not knowing the gender because it kind of like set the tone. But my mom and my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law, they freaking crushed it.
They did.
And it was like perfect. When something is just, everything goes like beyond your imagination well, and you like wake up the next day and you're like, I can't believe like everything went off without a hitch. Like, like it could have rained. It could have been really hot. Like stuff could have, I don't know, people could have not shown up. People could have had flight issues. Like I feel like everything just worked out, and it was so special because I did feel like, obviously not enough time in my book, but I did feel like I got a little bit of time with everyone of my like friends and family who traveled so far to come. And I was so happy that some of you guys were there earlier. So we got to kind of have like a mini girls weekend attached to it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It was the perfect amount of time. You were the perfect host. You were mingling the whole time. And I just have to say, like, it didn't feel like I was at a baby shower. Like maybe because you're my best friend and I was just like vicariously living through you, but it was like the vibes were immaculate and like there were games and you opened presents, but it was so like engaging and fun. You weren't sitting there like being like, oh, when's this over? Is this her last present yet? It was just so perfect. I thought, I don't know who came up with the games, but I thought they were so creative.
Yeah. I mean, I guess because my mom just like stays being at baby showers and hosting them with all of my sisters and I just having babies. But we actually did similar games to that at my sister's Sprinkle, which was in November.
Oh, cute.
And my mom was like, I want to kind of like put a twist on those because I thought those were fun and different. And I thought they were really fun. And I'm glad that you guys had told me that in person, that you felt like it was just like a nice lunch with just like you knew everybody around, like everybody around knew each other because like they were all connected to me somehow. But I like that because it was like you got to have like a nice drink and a nice ambiance, but still do like the protocol of a baby shower. I know like when you're in the hot seat, like for me, you feel like awkward opening gifts, but it's like nice, like attraction, something to do. And I know it means a lot, especially I feel like the moms of the group like enjoy seeing it all. But
I thought it was so funny too. You can kind of tell this in the Patreon, like you're opening gifts and you're like, oh, this is from so-and-so. And everyone was just like yapping and having such a good time. Like no one was even paying attention to the woman of the hour. Like, oh, okay, I'll get you later. It was just like, everyone's having such a good time. And I wanted to say the food was so good. Of course, you picked the place with like the best ingredients, the best food. I still think about that burger and fries that I got. It's so good.
So you can't go to that like just as a public, like you can't just roll up to there. Like you would have to either be a member of the Selby Gardens or get a day pass, which I think a day pass is like $30.
Wait, so how did you and Ryan and your mom eat there the other day?
So the lady who we were planning the event through let us come in and
That's so nice
lunch there. And then because of the shower, I think my mom like got like a discounted rate per person to like have access. But I said to Ryan, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, cause he got to taste the food. So he knew how good it was as well. And like the mocktail, did you have the sun bunny or bunny in the oven?
I had the mocktail. It was so good.
So I had that when we went to lunch before.
Okay.
And I'm like, yes, this has to be on the menu because it wasn't even anything spectacular, like groundbreaking. It was just so
refreshing.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, I'm like, we probably got to get to be members here so we can come eat. And he's like, if we become members at a garden before I become a member at a golf range, there's something wrong.
That is so something Kate would say.
I'm like,
but like
I
the
guess
food
you're
is
right.
so worth it.
I know. Maybe because like I have the in now with my staff, they'll let me come once
maybe
a quarter.
They can just like, like hook you up every now and again. Yeah, it was so perfect. What else? It was just like the best day. What did you feel? Like your vision came to life?
Yeah, it was one of those moments where it's like the same feelings when you are having a bridal shower or like a bridal event. It's kind of hard to like, oh my gosh, all these people are here like for me. And I was like, wow, all these people are here and like showering me because I'm having like a baby. Like it's so crazy. And it's kind of your like last event in that era, you know, like you do all your bridal stuff and then you have your baby shower. And it was perfect. It was exactly what I like had envisioned for like the feeling I wanted to get in the vibe, just obviously not knowing the gender. It's kind of hard to make it like, I think it's a little bit easier to have a cuter theme or like vibe when you can like lean into one gender. So I was really happy with how it just all came together. And I thought it was a perfect number. Like it wasn't extremely overwhelming with how many people were there.
That's good.
But yeah, I mean, it was just like I was telling my mom and my mother-in-law, I was like, it couldn't have gone better. Like it was better than I could have ever dreamed of. So it was perfect. I was really happy with just everything. I feel very, very lucky for the people that came and just all of it. It was great. So hopefully you guys, if you watched on Patreon, you got to catch a vibe. Riley did such a good job vlogging it. And I said, oh my gosh, send it to me. Cause like I have a folder that I have on my phone of like everything throughout my pregnancy to like be able to look back on. And I was like, I didn't want to like, God forbid something happened to our Patreon account.
Yeah.
I wanted to have that forever.
No, that was good.
I'll have like the little moments and I love it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of baby talk, I feel like we should let the Do Crew in because people have been asking what you're going to do for maternity leave.
Yes. It's so funny because I obviously don't have like a 9 to 5. Oh. So like mat leave like hasn't really been a subject, but Riley and I obviously have been talking about it because we do this every week. We've been consistent as all get out.
And the Drinks on Us LLC maternity leave policy is great. It's great.
Yeah. Like we'll have to see. It's really per person. So TBD when it's Riley's turn for mat leave. Like
I'll have to talk to HR.
Yeah. We'll see how HR is feeling about your idea. So anyways, I know some people who like podcast for the toast, for example, they're like, this is my start date, my end date, like, and they know, like the listeners know. Because Riley and I only film once a week. I plan to probably I plan to film until this baby decides to make its appearance. And so with that being said, I should be mid-April, like things should be rocking and rolling. obviously subject to change. We'll be communicating that on our social media, and then probably take a couple weeks off just to kind of like sleep, hopefully.
Yeah.
And just kind of get accustomed to the new schedule. We're going to have some help. Ryan's transitioning like back to work, like all kind of working those kinks out. And then I think maybe after those few weeks, maybe doing a couple audio only episodes, unless I'm feeling like I want to get myself fixed up and like see you. But after a couple weeks or like a week or two of audio, then the plan is to just be back at it. 'Cause obviously, like I said, we only film once a week, and I don't want to like lose myself where I'm like so far gone that like I haven't like got myself ready, or like, this is fun. Like it's an hour where I get to just talk to my best friend, you know? So
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll crave this. This will be the highlight of my weeks. Like, you know? So the plan is kind of just like a little bit, maybe a couple weeks, you can expect no episodes, and then maybe a couple audios in there. As far as Patreon and social media and all that, like we're still going to be rocking and rolling. I am creating, based on just suggestions from you guys, some different Patreons that maybe when you see them go live on Patreon, it's like a little bit backdated. Like I may still be pregnant, but it's like being posted in April, if that makes sense, just because I want to give you guys great, awesome content. And I don't know what my birth's going to look like or recovery. And God forbid, like it's taking me out longer. I want to make sure I have the do crew or the after party all set up to go. So that kind of, was that good, Rye? Like, did I explain everything? Okay.
Yeah, totally. And I would encourage you guys to follow our Instagram. We'll totally keep you updated there on stories or however it may be, just so that you can be up to date on when we'll get our girl back. But super excited for you. I know everyone understands, obviously, you're going to take the time that you need, and we'll be back when you're ready.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't want to say, like I told Riley, it's like, I don't really want to say like, I want to take this amount of time off, or, and maybe I'll have like a better grip. I'm sure by like the next child, it'll be like, you know, I'll have more experience and know what it's like on the other side. But, I was even telling Riley, I'm like, it'll be weird. Like if we have to adjust, like hopefully we can keep the same timing. Like I'm going to have to make sure like Ryan or like my mother-in-law or someone like comes over while we're filming our episodes. Like I can't just, I mean, obviously you guys wouldn't care, but I don't want my hour to like be like podcasting. Like this is obviously fun, but it's also work.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be like so crazy that it's going to look so different. And for the last, almost 2 years of us doing this, not almost, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to have a whole
No, it's crazy how like life, we get so in our routine and then you don't think about like all the little things. Wait, what if you had the baby in your little pouch while we film?
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
Wait, that would be so funny. Although I feel like I would.
You'd be yapping in its ear.
Yes, I would be. No, that would not be good. But wait, did we talk? Oh, I think we did on like a Patreon or something that you tried on the carrier and it was so cute.
I loved the carrier. I feel like you're going to have, I feel like you're going to want to have the baby in there all the time. Like they're so nestled on you.
I know. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Solly baby wrap too. Have you ever seen that? It's like the cloth one that people
I'm picturing it, I think.
Wrap it around. It's like, we washed it and Ryan was folding some of the laundry. He was like, what in the actual world is this? Like, how do you even go about folding it? I'm like, honestly, I have no clue, but I intend, to your point, I agree. I intend that I will be an avid baby wearer.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. I feel like it works for you and the baby. Like it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah. So, Ryan and I were saying we got to like try the stuff on and like figure out how to work the car seats and carriers and stuff before they're here. And we're like in a panic and don't know. So maybe stay tuned for us trying on maybe that would be a cute Patreon too.
I think you should do that.
That'd be fun. I know like this sip and spill is so long, but if you guys want, Ryan for a Patreon is definitely going to sit down with me this month and do some a financial Q&A.
Yay!
Just the tip of the iceberg, but I figured if it's a hit, he can also come onto the pod.
Love. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have my notebook and take notes during the Patreon.
Ryan said, how long could it be?
He could talk for hours
He said,
about
I could talk for hours. I'm like, well, we'll start with the Patreon because I know that's like the true Do crew who has mentioned that they really want some questions answered. And then if, people want it for the main segment, we will surely bring him on. He could talk and yap for hours on it.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah. So anyways, that is kind of our plan. And I just appreciate you guys still following along and loving on us through this transition. And I can't wait to share on the other side. Obviously, I'm not going anywhere yet, but just in that, those few weeks, having patience with us. But you'll still see us on Patreon. And Ryan, what are you going to do?
We'll be around. What the heck am I going to do on Monday evenings?
We're going to be so rusty when we...
I know. We literally don't film for one day and we're like, wow, it's been years since we've done this.
I know. And we've really only at Christmas, we take 2 weeks off, maybe.
Yeah. I feel like this year we only had 1 full week off, maybe 2, but yeah, kind of crazy.
We're just such hard workers.
Oh my gosh. I know. Our work ethic is out of this world.
It's unbelievable. People have to tell us to just take a break.
Okay. Well, should we get into what's in our cart? I feel like we've been yapping up a storm.
Yeah, we really have.
Okay, so a couple things in my cart. First thing, I wanted to talk about the Beekeeper's immunity spray. Do you have it? I feel like you would have that.
I don't have it, but I see it all the time. Do you have it or you want it?
Well, it was a recent ad to my Thrive Market cart. And I'm so glad. So it's a throat spray, not necessarily it doesn't numb your throat if you have a sore throat, but it's immunity. And I love it. Cade came home from an away series with a scratchy throat. I'm giving him arm ups, giving him this throat spray, and he's fine now. So I just think it's something that everyone should have in their cabinet. Yeah. Even me, if I'm feeling maybe something's coming on, I'll use it. And I haven't been sick yet, knock on wood. So wanted to link that, and then also wanted to do 2 reviews. So one, the Merit Glow Serum. Did I review this already?
No, you didn't review, but I was intrigued, so I want to know.
Yes, I definitely told the Do Crew that I bought it, and I love it. You put it on before your primer, and I think it will last me a long while because you only need 1 to 2 pumps of it, but we'll definitely repurchase when I run out. It's a great product.
So one question on it. Is it shimmery when you pump it, or is it more glossy?
It's glossy.
Okay.
It's not the consistency that you would think. I don't know how to describe it.
I know. I'm curious.
But I just like that it doesn't, at least for me, it doesn't make me look oily. It just gives me a little bit of a sheen. And Merit is just a great, I will stand behind their products. Now, I've tried 2 of their products so far.
Yeah, I'm a Merit girl too. I love their stuff.
I think you tried Merit first and I was intrigued.
Yeah, they have incredible packaging and they're clean and I feel like they're kind of been on the come up the last few years.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to review that. And then the other random thing I wanted to review is the toothpaste that I've been using for Truly, simply because we went to the vet the other day and the vet said her teeth were really clean. And I've been trying to do a better job at brushing them.
That is a really good compliment.
I know. I've been thinking about it a lot, and now I'm okay, I have to keep up with it. So it's this organic peppermint toothpaste. I got it off of Chewy, but I'm sure it's on Amazon, and I'll link it. It's great.
Wait, she likes it. Do peppermint? Rin would absolutely never. His is peanut butter, and he acts like we're killing him.
She doesn't like the act of me brushing, but she'll let me, and then she wants to lick it off the toothbrush, so I know she likes it.
Okay. Yeah, link it, because that's been a goal. I've made it part of my weekly chores to brush Rin's teeth, because it's so
it really
easy
is
to
a chore.
forget.
Yeah, I know, it's easy to forget, and it's not something that is easy to do. You got to kind of
do you do it by yourself?
Yeah.
It's hard. I remember when Ryan and I, he was already down in Florida and I was trying to be in a good routine. I'm trying to hold him and open his mouth because he so I'm impressed that you do it without Cade.
It's not perfect, but the more you do it, the more used to it they get. So it's getting better. But I will link. What's in your cart?
Please do. Okay, so in my cart, I wanted to link the baby shower dress because
love it.
It is such a good dress, and I'm sure I could use it, wear it again for, I don't know, when I'm not pregnant, because it's from Meshki. So
you love Meshki. I've never ordered from there.
I do love Meshki, and I just think it's a really cute dress for a lot of different occasions. I know we have brides to be, moms to be, so I'm going to link it. It also comes in like a really pale pink. So if you're like having a baby girl, that would be really cute.
It is a stunning dress for, like you said, like I can picture someone wearing that even on vacation or like on a bachelorette, or it's very versatile.
Yeah, it is. And I feel like the flowers and the one shoulder, like all of that's very in trend right now. And then off of that, I was going to link I didn't get pictures in it. I should try and get a photo in this outfit before the bump is gone. And I got this really cute kind of like oversized Wrangler denim button down. It's so funny because it just like brings me back to like the early 2000s. I feel like dads rocked them. Like it's literally a Wrangler dad shirt, but the denim on denim look is super in, and just denim in general, I feel like is having a moment. And I feel like a lot of people are liking the, top and bottom matching. So I got this one off Amazon and I really like it. You never really know what the denim's going to look like in person, if it's going to be like cheap or nice. So figured I'd link that because I even thought for the like winter girls, it'd be like cute with a trench or like a vest.
Yes. I still think you should post that picture you took in it. I know your bed's not made, but like, I still think you should post it. It's such a cute one.
I guess if I don't, thanks for the love. Yeah. Riley was like, this is so cute. Post immediately. I'm like, my bed's not made. There's pillows on the ground, but
I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Thanks. But maybe I could get like a better one, but we really
but if you don't,
Riley and I were going to get a cute pic outside at like our cute shop, and it just came and went. It just like the timing didn't work, and we were over it by the time dinner was over. So rip. But
the outfit is like, you guys, the people need to see it.
I'll get there. It'll either be the unmade bed or I'll put it on for something, maybe a date night before the something. So I was going to link that because it's off of Amazon. And then the other thing is also off Amazon is, I think I had mentioned a couple episodes ago that I wanted a new set of slippers.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to invest in the UGG slippers. I found like the Tasmane dupe, and it's in that sand color.
Love that color. That color is always sold out.
I know. And it's a dupe. And so I think it's like $40-$50.
Perfect price point.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to get it. I'm going to be obviously all around my house, and my floors, you might have like noticed, just like, I don't know, I guess because it's like sitting on concrete. I guess this is how all houses are, but like that hardwood laminate, like it's so hard on your feet.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So I don't know. Maybe it's because like no basements. I don't know.
I feel like it's something with Florida, because I remember Blaine saying something about her floor in Florida was like different on her body.
Yeah, and I noticed that when I would visit my parents. So anyways, I don't know why, but I'm going to link it because I want to get it. And I remembered a lot of people DMing saying like, let me know if you invest in the UGG or if you find a good dupe. So I found a dupe. I haven't bought it yet, but it's in the cart.
Perfect. Well, should we get into the main segment?
We shall.
Okay. Well, before we do, I want to let you guys know that today's episode is brought to you by Armra. If you're an avid Do listener, you know Rose and I are obsessed with all things health and wellness. We have been taking Armra colostrum for over a year now and truly stand behind all of the health benefits of colostrum, from immunity defense to hair growth to skin radiance, empowering fitness performance, plus so much more. It's such an easy habit to add into your morning routine. And I actually saw today that they just dropped a limited edition Sun Gold apricot flavor.
What?
Cannot wait to try that. Perfect for spring, summer. I feel like it's going to be like juicy and sweet. Can't wait.
Yeah.
So we've worked out a special offer where the Do listeners receive 15% off of their first Armra order. Go to tryarmra.com/do15 or enter do15 to get 15% off of your first order. That's TRYARMRA.com/GOU15.
I've got to get that apricot.
I know. You say apricot, not apricot.
I think I say apricot. What do you say?
Me too. I say apricot.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's right or wrong.
It's so right.
It feels right.
Apricot feels like pick me energy.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
Like it's so not, it doesn't flow.
It's like caramel. Like just say caramel. Well, it's fine.
Just come on, grow up.
Yeah, like you're not, like it's not cool to be different.
Well, whatever way you say it, it's going to be a great flavor. So today, in the spirit of spring being around the corner, we are going to go through some checklists and some reminders to do this spring, because I feel like we all need that little push. Like we get so into our winter routines and then suddenly it's like spring and summer and we didn't do our spring cleaning. So we're going to go through some bullet points on some reminders of things to do this spring. So Rose, you start us off.
Okay. I love the fist bump.
I really got passionate.
Kick us off. Okay, so yeah, we came up with 4 categories of different things in the spring. So I thought the appropriate place to start was spring cleaning. I mean, like that's spring's catch line. Like that's what they're known for.
That is what spring is known for, that queen.
So we're not going to be opposed to any sort of cleaning or organizing or purging you're doing, but we came up with 5 things that sometimes just get thrown to the back burner and it's time. Like if you want to be an overachiever, do it before March 21st and you'll feel incredible because then spring will be here and you can do the next set of 5, you know?
Love that. We love a deadline here at Do.
The type A girls are literally croaking. Okay, so this one, you may hate me for saying this, but I do feel like after a strong winter, cleaning your windows, like I just feel like there's watermarks, they're dirty, they're icky. Let's clean our windows.
I really don't feel like doing that. What do you mean by like the glass or like the windowsill?
Both.
Okay. Yeah.
I know like
I feel
we
like
can't
dust
do all
collects.
of them. Yes, that dust collects. I'm not saying like you have to hire someone to clean your windows, but just like do your best.
Yeah. No, that's a good thing and something that I don't feel like doing, but I need that push.
I know. I know.
Your windows are new though. You can maybe skip this year.
I know I can. And my dad cleaned them again when he came at Christmas.
Wait, I'm obsessed. Can I pay him to come to my house?
Oh my gosh. He's literally Danny Tanner. So I get a pass on this one. So like I'm very happy about it because it's a horrible chore. But number 2 is deep cleaning your carpets and or couch.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good one. I need that Bissell like steamer thing. We used to borrow my parents when we lived close to them, and now I guess we need to get our own.
Like the green machine or whatever.
Mm-hmm. They have like a vacuum one.
Mm-hmm. Ryan's
it
parents
has like
have
attachments.
This, like, big heavy duty one, like you know, like just when vacuums were made just so much better and bigger, and
yeah,
they have that. So we actually are like, yeah, we're gonna borrow it and clean our carpet.
Perfect.
Yeah. So get to it. You can rent them at like Lowe's or Home Depot or Publix, I think, if you don't have a machine. So you guys could maybe
good to know.
Maybe mine.
Like, do I really want someone else's carpet germs in my house?
No, but
like I know they clean them, but something about renting something like that.
Yeah, no, that's true. I never thought about it like that, but very valid. I think your floor may be okay, but like I wouldn't do the couch.
Oh, yeah.
So that's tough. If not, you're SOL if you don't have one and can't borrow one.
Literally. Why does my mind think like that? Cade took his pillow on a road trip this past weekend, and I made him buy a new pillow. I was like, those germs from the hotel can't be in my bed, even with a new pillowcase on it. Like, I'm crazy.
Right. Even a cleaning wasn't good enough?
Well, he put a new pillowcase on it, but like the actual pillow still has germs, I feel like, from the hotel bed, from the bus. It was all over the place.
So he had to buy a whole new pillow because his pillow was left at your home?
Yes.
Right.
So now he has a travel pillow and a stay-at-home pillow.
Oh my God. He's like, all right, whatever. This is what I signed up for.
Literally, like at this point, he just lets me be crazy because I can't help it. If I could help it, I promise I wouldn't do it on purpose.
No, I get like, don't put the pillow on the bed with like the dirty pillowcase, but like a whole new pillow, like pillows like aren't cheap.
Well, like this pillow is very old too. It's kind of ratty.
Okay.
So it's not like it's a brand new pillow. I made him get one, but like the case has an opening. And so like,
Oh, it's not like an envelope or zipper.
no, there's no zipper. It's wide open on the one side.
All right. Maybe I like can see your side a little.
Thank you.
Maybe. Okay. This one, I immediately thought of you because you thrive at this. I feel like Jill has passed this down to you, is replanting your flowers when spring is fully in force.
Oh, yes. So I don't have a green thumb, but I really do enjoy flowers and I want to get better at it. And there's nothing like getting your petunias for the season. Like,
So
it's the best.
I just thought of something. Did your bird bath make it to your new home?
Yes, of course. It's in my front
good.
yard.
Okay, good. I just
Star
didn't
of the
know
show.
if it like was part of the big sell.
No. They did buy the sauna, but I got to bring my bird bath, and that is fine with me.
Yes, like that's a totally even trade-off.
Totally even. But yeah, I love. So we cut down, like you have to cut your plants down, and some people didn't in my neighborhood, and I'm like, they really should have cut those down, like the big ones. Like I'm just becoming a Karen, I guess. But I feel like taking care of your yard is such like a rite of passage, and like you're proud, and like I just love having something to take care of.
I
like
know. We like haven't touched ours and don't really know the lay of the land and here in Florida, like how things
how
work.
are you gonna? I guess your parents and Ryan's parents will teach you.
Yeah, they'll teach us, but I think my parents and Ryan's parents like have someone do it for them, you know?
Yeah, because that is like taking care of a palm tree is different than cutting down a shrub.
Oh yeah. When we moved into our house, they gave us like this full lesson on palms.
Really? That's
like,
very intimidating.
I don't know if you saw like they're like boarded for support and you like can't take them off for a certain amount of time as they're like rooting to the ground.
Wow.
And then they fall and like de-shed and stuff. It's crazy.
I feel like palm trees are very self-sufficient. Like, what do you need to do? Like, they're so beautiful and just don't need anything. You don't even need to water them, right?
No. I think like a lot of Florida landscape is that way just because they have to with the heat. So landscaping and like making it very personalized is like a project down the road, but I'll make sure it's like looking good. But I won't have like the cute pink and all that kind of flowers for a little bit. So I'll just live through you for that one.
Okay.
And then 4, this one is screaming at me because we just got our closet done and I have to reorganize it. But 4 is a closet organization / purge.
This is the most daunting task, but it feels so good after.
Even to get $1 from Plato's,
$1, even 50 cents. Yeah. It's like a lot for them.
It really is. That would be like hitting a home run,
Yeah. This actually was on my to-do list this past weekend and I didn't get to it. And so I'll give myself the deadline. What?
Classic. Didn't get to it. That is like the epitome of didn't want to do it. Like, that one's like an easy, like next weekend. Sure.
No, literally there were so many other things and this fell to the wayside so fast. Cause like, it's a lot of work to go through your closet and then you have to go take it. Like it's a lot.
It literally sucks. I don't know how committed I am. Like, is my closet clean out this time? Just like making it work for now and then going back in and doing maybe like a purge and like get proper organization, like the right bins and stuff for a later date. That's what I'm thinking. For me.
I think you should show the Patreon your new closet too. I'm obsessed. It looks like Khloe Kardashian's.
It literally doesn't. Ryan and I were laughing so hard when Riley said that. Actually, I will. I probably tonight am ordering you know, those little plugs that I did in the baby's nursery. Ryan
You're such a plug girl.
Count. We have to get over like 2,000.
What? Wait, I didn't even notice any plugs that needed plugging.
Oh my gosh. See, like that's where we're different. Like I'm okay with the pillow and like you're okay with the plugs. Like no, I can't see the plugs.
I am trying to think. Well, if it's going to like make you aesthetically happy, like you have to do it because you'll notice it all the time. But just saying as an outsider, I really didn't notice.
Thank you. I will show once it's plugged and like in at least decent shape. There's like another phase of it. But anywho, back to number 5. Number 5 is descale or clean your kitchen appliances.
Wait, what is descale?
Like descale, well, this is particular, but I have a couple appliances that I have to descale, like a coffee maker, your Nespresso, or your ice maker. They want you to descale them. They say like every month or 2.
Wait, but what is descale? Am I stupid?
It's like a cleaning cycle. Like you put in vinegar and water and it kind of like runs through the system to like clean anything out.
Oh, shoot. I've never done that. Am I living in filth?
No, I don't think you're living in filth, but I think it will help the longevity of the machine.
Okay. So I need to look that up.
Look it up. There's probably a setting. I believe there's one for the Nespresso. If not, maybe you just need to buy a new filter. Like, do you replace your filters on them?
No. I'm scared.
I know it's hard. I remember like I didn't even know Keurigs had filters, and then one time it like stopped working. And they're like, "Have you replaced the filter?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Oh my gosh, I need to look into that with Nespresso. I've had mine for so long.
Well, it's kicking. It's kicking hard. I just feel like sometimes like my blender gets like gross and my air fryer, and I just feel like a nice cleaning those like once or twice a year is so it's so good. So no, never want to do it, but I'm telling you guys, we have to.
And spring is the time to do it because it's like, although the weather's getting nice, we're still like kind of cooped up inside and we're bored this time of year. And then like summer comes and we're so busy, and then it's like winter and fall. So like now is the time we have to do it.
Yeah, we have to. So even if you just do it one weekend, like you can do it. And let us know next week about look into your descaling to let the Nespresso girls know.
Yeah, I love that word. I feel like I'm going to add it into my daily vocab.
We have to descale our espresso maker, our ice maker, and I don't know, probably another one.
Descale. I love it.
All right.
Okay, so is it my turn for the next subject? Yeah. Okay. So here are some habits that we're going to practice this spring. There's not that many, but you love my fist bump.
I had to do a fist bump for you.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is focus on our hydration. I feel like as the weather gets warmer, this is something that we really should focus on. Something that helps me remember to hydrate is one, having a cute water bottle. I know we both love our brewmates. Like, I love it more than my Owala, my Stanley. If you need a water bottle, would recommend Brewmate. Also, drinking electrolytes is something that I have recently been trying to do as well, just to get like an extra benefit out of water. There's like some good flavors and it's just more enticing sometimes.
I agree. Also, you almost had me there on the Owala, but I'm so glad I got the Brewmate instead. Remember when you were so sold on Owala for one day?
No, I still do like my Owala. I just like my Brewmate better. I switched them off.
So elite. And the stainless steel like straw underneath is everything.
It's everything. I will choose my Brewmate over Owala, but I also still use my Owala.
So you're going Brewmate Owala Stan?
Yes. Stan's like honestly not. Who is Stan anymore?
Really? See, I use my Stan for my workouts because I don't like adding anything but water to my Brewmate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, another thing too is when I am drinking electrolytes, if I'm not on the go, I like to romanticize it. Like, put it in my cute little icon glass from Anthropology, or just like, I don't know, drink your water.
Yeah, drink it.
Okay, next thing is we just talked about spring cleaning, like our closets, our houses. We're going to spring clean our digital space. So on our phones, we're going to go through our storage, delete large attachments in our text messages. We're going to go through subscriptions and unsubscribe to the things that are just eating our money we're not even using. So definitely look into that on like a random weekend when you're bored, and you'll thank yourself later when you're not going to take a video and your phone's saying no storage. Name something worse.
Or you'll end up like me, who just pays every month.
Or you'll end up like Rose.
No, seriously, this one speaks to the soul because I've been doing this and I have to continue to do this, and it's never ending. It's the worst. But when we make it out on the other side of an organized, clear, clean phone and laptop, the world will thank us. Like, I can't wait for that day for me.
It's coming.
It's like the closet, like that for you that got pushed to the back burner this weekend. Like that, gets pushed back for me, like for years.
For years.
Yeah.
This is the year we're going to do it. I know it. Okay. Last but not least in our habits is during this time in the spring, we're going to focus on getting enough sleep. I love that the days here are getting longer. Like it was 6:30 the other day and the sun was still out, and we haven't seen that in a while. But with the days getting longer, I feel like you can like do so much more in the evenings and kind of get your sleep schedule and routine thrown off a little bit. So just trying to continue to get the best night's sleep, focus on your nighttime routine, romanticize it, and you can do all those things, but also still get a good night's sleep, even though the day's longer.
Great. I love those.
Okay, what's next?
I am going to help us really lean into making foods or incorporating foods, maybe some different ones that we're not used to. I feel like sometimes we get caught up in a routine of like buying the same things at the store, which is great. But I feel like as we're getting older, it's nice to diversify what we use and what we eat, whether it be snacks or recipes. So I'm going to share some veggies and fruit that are in season for spring. So we'll start with veggies. Asparagus. I feel like asparagus is pretty well used around the country.
I personally love asparagus, and we use it year round. I want to try to get better about eating certain foods in their season because I feel like it's just that much better.
I know, right? Like you can just tell when something's in season. Spinach.
Love.
I'm actually having spinach with our red sauce tonight.
Oh, yum. You love your red sauce.
Oh my gosh. That's my go-to. That's like one of our go-to. Your salmon night is like our red sauce night.
Yeah.
Lettuce. So like butterhead specifically is which is good for if you want to do like lettuce burgers, or what are they called?
Like an unwich from Jimmy John's.
Yeah. No, not at all, but yes. Like, like a bunless burger, not a I know, but like an unwich at Jimmy John's isn't like what I guess that's what I meant. Rise just like wanted to have a moment to talk about Jimmy.
I love Jimmy John's so much. Okay, sorry.
Mike. Okay.
Wait, who's Mike? Oh, Jersey Mike.
Yes. He's so Jersey. I love him. Okay. So we have lettuce, radishes. I do not use radishes ever. And ew. But
how would you use a radish?
Maybe like in a salad or like a cold salad.
And what do they taste like?
I feel like nothing. I feel like they taste like water.
So do they have any nutritional value, or it's just like for fun?
Well, you know how like sometimes there's like radish shavings that are like almost kind of pickled, like a pickled radish on top of something.
Oh, yeah.
They're like pink. Maybe we do that.
Okay. That seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, it does. So if you guys don't get into radishes, like we're not going to like hold you to it.
It's okay.
We probably won't either. But I just, in case, justice for radishes.
Yes.
And then peas. So like sugar pea, or wait, what are they called? Sugar snap peas. Remember those?
Yes. I love peas and I always forget about them.
Yes. I forget about them too. And I wonder, are canned peas bad?
I don't know. I feel like that's a you question.
Because like it's so much easier than like snap or snow peas, like incorporating. But that we could incorporate snap or snow peas like into like a stir fry.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. All
I feel
right.
like peas get so overlooked as a main veggie.
Yeah, they do. I do use peas, and our next one is carrots. I do use those, a frozen one, because another one of our staple meals is like a healthy chicken stir fry, or I'm sorry, chicken fried rice.
Same thing to me.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then the last two veggies are beets and green onions.
Not a beet girl.
No, I love beet juice though.
Wait, remember you almost got the beet latte at Pura Vida?
Oh my gosh, yes. I've got to go back and just try it once, just to know.
I think you should. Well, hopefully they still have it. Remember it was like seasonal?
Oh yeah, you're right. They probably changed their menu.
Something green for St. Patty's this month, probably.
Probably a matcha. Maybe I can finally. So yeah, I love beet juice. I don't love like eating beets like the real deal, but beet juice,
Well, you do you.
Thanks. I'll hold us down on the beet front.
One thing I wanted to say, I feel like beets are very nutritional. So maybe I should try a little harder to like them.
I wish you had, do you have a like juice shop you like around town?
Yeah, I do.
Try like a beet juice from there.
Okay. That's like actually a great
beet.
Can't stop the beat?
That's usually what they call it. Like you can't stop the beat. You know how they try to come up with funny names?
Yes. It's really funny because the juice shop that I like near me, their names are just numbered. Like, I'll have juice number 1, juice number 5.
I love that. Okay. Screw it. They said enough with the fluff.
Yeah. So I will try it from there because I trust that place.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am in the beet realm. And I believe beet juice is really good, or beets in general are really good for your heart.
Interesting. Okay. That it does entice me. I love a health food.
Yeah, right? Okay, so fruits. Of course, we're back. Ruby is back. It's its moment.
Rhubarb. I still never tried it yet. I've got to try it for the Duke Row.
I know. And you have it at your local Meijer, right? Of rhubarb pie?
I see rhubarb everywhere, especially strawberry rhubarb like jam. And I'm such a jam girl. I think next time I see it, I'll pick it up.
Wait, that's a perfect way. Like on sourdough, get like a nice. Okay, I'll do that too. That's a good intro. I know that's totally not what this meant, but we're trying.
We're trying.
We all have to start somewhere.
Yeah, and jam is the perfect place to start.
Yeah. So with that, of course, it's strawberry season.
I wish I was in Florida to eat strawberries.
The strawberries here, guys, they're so, you know how like when a strawberry is like truly red and not
like the
white.
shade of the strawberries in Florida is something fierce, and Ohio could never.
Ohio couldn't, no, but they hold it down on a different front. But let me tell you, there's actually a strawberry festival going on right now outside of Tampa, and I need to look up how far it is because it's like a fair, and like fun stuff, and everything is strawberries.
Wait, stop! That sounds like an actual dream.
No, I wish you were close so we could go together.
That would be so fun.
I know.
I bet they have rhubarb sprinkled in.
Yeah, I'm sure they do for the advanced.
For the advanced strawberry lovers.
Yes. So with that, we have cherries.
Love. So do.
Right. I didn't realize when I wrote this that apricots are a spring fruit.
Oh, wow. We are loving apricots this episode.
I actually love apricots, like the dried ones.
I love apricots, but they kind of make my stomach hurt if I eat too many.
Do you eat like them fresh or like the dried ones, like for charcuterie?
Dried.
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting you figured out that you don't tolerate.
Well, it's them. I think it's like a fiber food.
Oh, is it?
Maybe it gets stuff going, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we have to be careful on our intake, but they say apricots and cherries are later in spring. So hold out a little bit.
Because hold on.
Hold on. And then the last one, I'm not sure in what world we're doing this, but if you want to be an overachiever, write in and we'll shout you out on the show. But mulberries.
What's a mulberry?
I think it's just like an exotic berry, like one who doesn't get attention.
I always thought it was mulberry.
What did I say?
Mulberry. Which one is it?
Definitely yours. Mine sounds disgusting. A mulberry.
Like I'm picturing a mole on your face.
Oh yeah. No, mulberry. Mulberry. What is
like
it?
Like a mulberry.
A mulberry.
Is that right? I've never seen a mulberry in the flesh, so I'm not sure what I'm talking about.
I don't have
Mulberry
access.
could very well be correct.
Well, look it up. Can you look it up for us?
Yeah, of course. Hang on one second.
And go to like Google where it will say like have the little speaker where we can hear Alexa say it.
Wait, how do you spell mulberry? Because purses came up when
Mullberries. Mulberries.
Fruit. Mulberry fruit.
Just click.
It looks like a blackberry.
I want to hear Alexa say it. You know how you can say like, how do you say it?
Oh, Rose, how do I do that? Okay.
Just go to Google, type it.
Why is it telling me to talk?
Did you Google how do you say it?
Oh, I don't know. I pressed a microphone and it told me to talk.
You know how like when you look it up, it'll have like a little blue speakerphone next to it?
That's what I clicked. Let me try. Oh, here we go.
Mulberry.
Why'd she say it so sexual?
She really did. Wait, let's listen again.
Mulberry.
She's like kind of raspy.
Mulberry.
Okay. Well, that's that.
Get your mulberry.
Get your mulberries.
Yeah, or mulberries. So anyways, we're going to incorporate some fun, different veggies and fruits. So I would like you to take it away for the last of the 4.
Okay, I'm so excited to talk about this one. And that is spring fashion trends. So pastels, obviously for spring, like Easter always reminds me of pastel.
Me too.
Like pinks and blues and just like, I love Easter fashion.
Me too.
Also just like bold colors in general. I feel like we're coming off of a season of, if you're in a cold area, like you're just trying to bundle up. You're not wearing these bright colors. You're just trying to like get through the winter. But now we see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're starting to dress a little more bold and it's just the best.
I do feel like it's similar. Like I'm seeing similar trends of like the bold tennies and the bold purses. Like big colors are still having their moment, which I'm here for.
We love big colors and accessorizing with colors. Remember Caitlin James?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like you don't have to buy the bold colors, but accessorize because that's not as much as a financial commitment.
Right. I always think about her episode. She just like was so amazing in the advice she gave. Another trend in the spring is gingham.
Oh, yeah.
Love.
I'm very into that.
So into it.
I was thinking this too is not with fashion, but like, I guess fashion. I don't know, but I feel like we were talking about this at World Market. Like scallop is so in.
Mm-hmm. I love anything scallop. I have my eye on an umbrella for our deck once we get our deck, and it's scalloped and it's so cute.
Oh, so cute. Oh, love. So I'm not sure if we can incorporate, I'm trying to think of scallop fashion, but
it feels like spring though. Anything scalloped.
I know, like scallop and gingham. Is that how you say it? Gingham.
Mm-hmm.
Those just feel so springy to me.
Mm-hmm. Same. Another thing that's obviously springy is anything floral.
Mm-hmm.
We love a good floral pattern. What would you say is your favorite type of floral?
Pattern?
Like in a dress, shirt? What do you picture?
Definitely a dress.
Mm-hmm.
Like for a moment, I was kind of like anything floral kind of just like gave me the ick. It felt like out of trend or like old, but I feel like there's like a new resurgence of different floral patterns that are so cute and tasteful.
Agreed. Like that Hill House is what I'm picturing, or like Love Shack Fancy kind of.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also wide leg pants and like trousers.
So
I love a good trouser.
I know. I think
with like a tennis shoe.
Yeah, I was thinking that's exactly what I was thinking. Then just like a cute casual little shirt.
Mm-hmm. Or like even blazer with like some baggier jeans.
Cute.
I love that look. And speaking of baggy jeans, I just got on the baggy jean trend. I found my favorite pair. And now skinny jeans are coming back.
That's like literally so freaking rude to do to someone who's about to be postpartum.
I am not even going to be postpartum, and I can't put on a skinny jean to save my life. I won't.
The thought of like squeezing in for the button to get around makes me want to throw up. You know what I mean? Like every girl knows that feeling. Like
zip it up.
I'm not doing it, where you can't even breathe. Like if you exhale, like like you could be minutes from a bust.
My thighs were not made for the skinny jean life, and I won't confine them to that life anymore.
And so like with skinny, are we literally doing skinny low? Because that's actually the worst it could ever be.
It's a worst case scenario. And I think that's what the kids are doing. Like the Alex Earl,
I know.
Which obviously her body type, like she can wear anything.
Deserves jail for starting at this trend.
But like they look so good on her. So I get it. But like me, I could never.
Yeah. Like we don't all look like Alex Earl.
Yeah. We're struggling.
So I'm going to hold off on the skinny jeans until they like are forced into my face, you know?
Same. And like we just found our favorite pair of baggy jeans. So like that's why I'm upset.
I know. Me too. And just like you can't.
It's okay. Well, we're here to tell you guys, if you're not here for the skinny jean trend, that's fine. And if you are, that's also fine.
Yeah.
You know, fashion is so personal, and we just love fashion in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, we do. And you don't have to partake in every trend. Like,
yes.
We're over that. We're older and more mature than that.
Totally. Well, I think that wraps up our spring talk. Should we get into Girls Room?
Yeah, this episode's 2 hours?
I feel like we should do 2 Girls Room.
I do too. Can we hang on to one for next week?
Yeah,
okay.
Let's do that. Okay.
Sorry, guys, we're yapping queens.
We could talk about spring all day, apparently.
Yes.
Okay, this is a good Girls Room because it kind of just goes along with what we were talking about earlier in the episode.
Okay.
Someone said, Rose's shower looked amazing. This may sound weird, but what bra did Rose wear with her dress? It was so seamless, and I can never find a good strapless.
This is all all shout out to Riley.
Was it the Waycole?
Yes, ma'am.
I was wondering if it was Waycole. She's right. It looked so seamless.
Wow, that's a really great compliment, because I was telling Riley I struggle with my Waycole sometimes. The way it dries, like kind of like dimples a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I have to wear these like little pads underneath because things are happening with the boobs prepping. And I think that helps with the way it was like laying flat in the front, you know, like it kind of covered up
good.
The dimps. But yeah, I haven't gotten like a different strapless bra because I'm not finding myself wanting to wear wiry bras often. So I'm just making the Waycole.
Yeah. Well, that's a true testament to the Waycole.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really is the best. You should link it.
Okay. I'll throw it in my cart link, even though Riley introduced us all to the Waycole.
It's the best. This one is a good one too. So someone said, hi, love your podcast. It truly is the best part of my Wednesday. Mm-hmm. I have a Girls Room submission, or could even just be a general question. I know you are both Oura Ring girlies, and I've wanted one for the last couple months, especially since I went off of birth control and want to track my cycle. It seems like Oura is the best way to track that. Do you ever feel like the Oura Ring affects your day based on your numbers? For example, if you wake up and realize your sleep score is bad, or your body temperature is bad, telling you you're getting sick, does that kind of ruin your mood for the day? I've been hesitant to get the ring because I heard it can be hard mentally if your ring is telling you that you aren't well, even if you feel okay, if that makes sense. I feel like if I wake up to a bad sleep score, I would be blah all day and just blame it on my sleep score. Any input is helpful. Honestly, that's a great question. And I feel like, if anything, if I have a bad sleep score, I'll kind of just like take it easy that day. Like I won't like mope around and be like, oh, I'm so tired. I'll just know like, okay, maybe my workout won't be as intense, or it kind of just helps me guide my day in a way where I'm not like killing myself if I don't have the energy.
Yeah. Actually today I woke up and I like felt really tired and not well rested, and my ring. So then it's nice to go onto your ring and be like, am I being drama, or is like my body actually maybe not at peak readiness. And it wasn't. And so I didn't work out because I was like, you know what? I think I just need to rest and listen to my body. So I think if you feel fine and your ring says otherwise, like you can choose to listen or not. There's days that I feel fine and maybe I had a bad sleep score, or I do feel off, and it's nice validation, like knowing you're not crazy for feeling like run down or whatever. So I would say if you're worried about that, you can even just like not check it religiously until like if you work out after in the morning and then you're like, oh, shoot.
Right. I feel like that's not a reason to not get the Aura because there are so many benefits that outshine, like if you are attached to that sleep score. But on the contrary, if I'm waking up super tired and I check my sleep score and it's like really good, then I'm like, oh, I was being so dramatic. Like I'm fine. Right. And so I feel like it's just all about your perspective. And like Rose said, don't get attached to it if you feel like that might affect you in ways that are like not the best.
Yeah. Agreed.
But we think you should get it.
Definitely get it. It's the best.
Well, I think that concludes our happy hour. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with us. We hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, join the Patreon, share this podcast, all the things.
Yes. Okay. So grab your drinks if you have it with us, because I'm going to leave us with the cheers to just about being into spring, a new season. We hope you guys love this checklist and it gets you through the last little bit of the final push through winter. So we're cheersing you guys to that. And of course, we will see you same time, same place next week. We love you guys, and bye-bye.
Bye.